to introduce political economy from a communication theory class. I'll begin with theory introduction. Actually, beginning of political economy wasn't very clear. What actually consists political economy was very ambiguous. However, in early 2007, political economy found its evidence and value and meaning and things like that from two events. One of the events is about TV program called Celebrity Big Brother. It brought discussion about racism and lots of pros and cons about political economy and mass media. Political economists insist that people have to read this context that we need to look at because we need to look at more wide variety of political and economical context to understand. And there are some important trends from those two events. First is that both events are related to mergers and takeovers for large media conglomeration, making available of expanding business and transitional conglomeration. And both events showed gradual shift in society to market instead of public service. And these two events describe why we need to consume cultural products. And also there are four characteristics of political economy. First is study of political economy includes wide investigation of media since society, politics, and culture are all connected with economy. Second is study of political economy helps recognizing changes. Third, study of political economy is concerned about balance. Fourth, study of political economy is closely related to moral philosophy, and this is very important because moral philosophy differentiates the political economy from other major economies. Like in other words, like while classical political economy focus on exchange and consumers' choice, critical political focus on power. And I'll move on to second part, and it's about book reading and journal writing. In section 1, they deal with 3 alternative points of view, which is function of mass media in USA, but the author really focuses on propaganda model that mass media takes parts in national power structure. In section 2, it writes about political economic filters of mass media messages, and followings are 5 big filters. 1. Size, ownership, owners, wealth, and profit orientation of major mass media company. 2. Whether the advertising works as primary income source. 3. Information dependence of media on government, enterprise, and created expressed by those information. And 4. Flag, which means disciplining the media. 5. Anti-communism as a national secular religion and ideological control mechanism. In section 3, the reading emphasizes about propaganda campaigns and the mass media. News made by authorized source of information like government, enterprise fulfills one important requirement, and it's already being used by mass media. For example, Red Scare in 1920 and 1940, and Pope gunfire incident in 1981. All those examples were used as propaganda. I would like to move on to modeling. Modeling is a method to help you understand the content. So, 2 important events that helped to define the political economy was issues brought up by Celebrity Big Brother and the conflict of opinion about Virgin Media and B Sky B. The Celebrity Big Brother lead to two main ideas: racism and connection between public broadcasting and politician, workers, etc. And the other one, the conflict opinion about Virgin Media and B Sky B. Virgin Media insisted that it is threats to democracy, but on the other hand, B Sky B had a strong control over England's newspaper. And from those events and those facts, business and transitional conglomeration expanded a lot. Also, public services changed the market, making the reason why we need to consume cultural products. And all of these phenomena and researches assisted to define value and meaning of political economy. And those incidents lead to global trends, and global trends derived from those two events can be explained in four parts. The first of all is the large media conglomeration. Secondly, expand of business and transitional conglomeration. Thirdly, changes from public service to market. Lastly, the reason why we need to consume cultural products. And there are four features of political economy. Those are that it needs large scale of investigation, helpful for recognizing changes, and being concerned about balance of personal and public contents. And last but not least, it is related to moral philosophy. And this is very important because since moral philosophy differentiates political economy from other economies, also critical political economy from classical political economy. And the author suggests three alternative point of view, which means function of mass media in USA, but the book mainly discusses about propaganda model because the author think that's the most important part. And then the material introduces the political economic filters of mass media messages, and it can be modeled like this. There are mass media companies, policies, size, ownership, and that's the first one. And second, advertising, whether the advertising works as primary income source. Third, information reliance on government, company, and also the experts from those made by those information. And flag means discipline of media, and anti-communism and ideological control mechanism. Those five filters leads to purposeful economic mass media messages. In conclusion, political economy of USA mass media makes profit from close bond with government. Therefore, mass media provides filtered contents such as news and entertainment that satisfies powerful elites. And propaganda model has strength over other two alternative perspectives.